Imagine a rainforest being bulldozed daily, but underwater. That's essentially what's happening in England's so-called protected marine areas, where industrial fishing methods like bottom trawling are still permitted, despite being labeled destructive by lawmakers. The UK government has confirmed it will not impose a complete ban on this practice in marine protected areas, MPAs. Even though these zones are legally designated to safeguard vulnerable species like dolphins, puffins, and seahorses. But here's where it gets controversial. The government argues that only specific harmful fishing activities should be restricted, not all bottom trawling. This stance has sparked fierce debate about whether these MPAs are truly protected or just symbolic paper parks. To understand the controversy, let's break it down. Bottom trawling involves dragging massive, weighted nets across the ocean floor, tearing through coral reefs, seagrass beds, and entire ecosystems in a single pass. Most of what's caught is discarded as bycatch, while only high-value fish like cod and haddock are retained. The Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, DEFRA, insists a total ban would be disproportionate, claiming their approach focuses on restricting only those fishing practices that directly harm protected marine features. However, critics argue this logic is flawed. If an area is meant to be protected, shouldn't all destructive activities be off-limits? As one committee chair put it, bottom trawling is a destructive practice. We welcome bans in some areas, but the government's refusal to act comprehensively risks undermining the very purpose of MPAs. The issue has gained global attention, with countries like Sweden, Greece, and the EU pushing toward full bans in their protected zones by 2030. Meanwhile, the UK's Environment Audit Committee has written to Environment Secretary Emma Reynolds, urging her to reconsider the government's position. Environmental groups have been equally vocal, comparing the situation to paper parks, legally protected but functionally unprotected. And this is the part most people miss. The problem isn't just about fish. Healthy oceans rely on complex ecosystems, and bottom trawling decimates the habitats that sustain marine life. A recent documentary by Sir David Attenborough, released to mark his 99th birthday, graphically illustrated the aftermath of trawling, once thriving seabeds reduced to barren wastelands. The idea of bulldozing a rainforest causes outrage, Attenborough states. Yet we do the same underwater every day. Surely you would argue it must be illegal. DEFRA maintains that their approach balances conservation with the fishing industry's needs, emphasizing that bans will target only the most damaging practices. But here's the elephant in the room. If an area is protected, shouldn't all destructive practices be banned? The committee's frustration is clear. Without comprehensive action, MPAs risk becoming meaningless labels. As the debate unfolds, one question lingers. Is this the best we can do for our oceans? Share your thoughts. Do you believe MPAs should allow any form of bottom trawling, or should the name protected mean exactly what it says?